All right, let's keep this aside for now. All the pumps and dumps and crypto, whatever. Let's see the other side, the real stuff that in the economy, people, savings. Nobody has the money to invest. Still, it's good to learn how to actually make first, how to not to lose into scams, and use that to compound and put in the right spots. Whether crypto, gold, precious metal, asset class, whatever we learn from it. Make some mistakes, not a lot of mistakes, because if you keep making the same mistakes, then we don't learn anything, right? And if you keep hitting on the wrong spot over and over, you got to get the same result. So if you don't want this result, you got to change and adapt to a new style, a strategy. Hence, in this episode, I've decided to see and show you the other side, not just all the greens and the scamsies taking the money, pulling out of the economy and dumping and pumping and green. Everybody's billionaires and who made 50 million and 100 million. Let's talk about the real stuff. I'm talking about the majority of the stuff that we don't see, right? And yeah, I wish more people covered this kind of stuff, man. It's all about how to suck in. All about the money. It's all about the money. Money, money. Okay. I'm going to talk about the Great MeltUp. A lot of debate on this. No, you don't know this. What if you're wrong? You're going to ruin our thing. You're telling us not to buy. Nobody's saying nothing. But I want to show you the other side, okay? So the Great MeltUp, what if? What if? Precaution is better than cure. And we can always agree and disagree with some points. Uncle Sully is going to break this down real quick. And my only main point is to learn from the comments from real users, see? I mean, that's the real data in a way. Unless you're reading from AI bots. And I have an AI channel. I'm going to do a podcast on it. It's going to be long, totally unapologetic. It's going to be a opposite, mostly very diverse view of stuff that you see in the AI space. If you're interested, check it out. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave the link because I don't like to manipulate the audience. I like the algorithm to spread it around organically. Hence, you will not see me promote my one channel on the other one. I just don't do it. If people somehow discover it organically, I want it that way. But it's 0x elite system. So I plan on doing a podcast, just 1 hour talking. Maybe in the future I'll collab. However, I see a lot of stuff. It's so hyped up. And that's the money. It just that the crypto came in. I've seen what happened. AI is in similar space right now. And I use it on a regular basis. But AI is going to take the jobs and this and this. This is just too overacted. It's hyped up too much. Look at Salesforce and look at all this. But there is something to it. Don't take it light either, okay? So anyways, I'll do a topic on that. So let's get to this, okay? And like I mentioned, Uncle Sully, and what's better than actually show you real AI right here? Audio. And it's not perfect, just to show you that AI also requires work. You can always take it for whatever it is. Let me see if this is working. Thing from the Everything Bubble 2.0, tips for the Great MeltUp, Uncle Sully. I have to figure out how to stop this thing reading this title and all. I wanted to read just the news itself, not profiting from this, breaking news, great. Anyway, just hear this out. And definitely I could polish this voice. I could make it mine with accent similar. It'll take time, but it's not even close to being perfect. But watch this. Listen. RBL. We're in the middle of the Great MeltUp, with the Everything Bubble 2.0 creating both opportunities and risks for investors. In this video, Clear Value Tax explains how you can position yourself to profit from this market phenomenon. Here's what's driving the melt-up. Loose monetary policies, high levels of liquidity, and speculative behavior are pushing asset prices, stocks, real estate, and cryptocurrencies to record highs. Well, that's the AI, right? Well, where was it? Record high? Here's what's driving the melt-up. Okay, record highs. Let me continue with it. How about that? The real person. Here's how. Focus on quality assets. Invest in companies or assets with strong fundamentals. I've just decided to stay pause and just say something like this randomly. Maybe AI can do that as well in the future, right? Because AI has a mind to think the way AI wants to think. It doesn't generate anything. That's why it's not called generative AI, right? I mean, generative. It's not generating from the data it already has. It can think over. Sure. Hey, listen, I'm an AI maxi. Oh wait, that's a stop sign then. I'm an AI maxi, okay? But I like to see the truth and the real stuff, not make someone else richer because they just like, yeah, AGI, this. Okay, I get it. All right, let's keep take to the topic. Focus on quality assets. Invest. So let me see. This dude over here, the Great MeltUp, all right, the Great Clear Value Tax, just summarized. And then there's another video. Let me see if I can find this right here. It's right here. Why people are angry. Yes, people are angry. This two video, very relatable to some extent. Because if you look, and especially the comments, that's all I'm going to show you, right? Because market is pumping, but then again, you see all this protests, people no money, no job, and suffering, wages not keeping up, and all this stuff. Let me actually put this away for a bit. I'm not going to be playing the audio, maybe at the end, but however, all right, let me just read this out. So first, the video. If the bubble, whatever, so-called, we're in the middle of Great MeltUp with everything bubble 2.0 creating both opportunities and risks for investors. Here's what's driving the melt-up. Loose monetary policies, high levels of liquidity, and speculative behavior are pushing asset prices, stock, real estate, and cryptocurrencies. Speculative, totally. Because of he won, he's so pro this, he's creating companies, everything is him, he's a business guy, of course. So he's going to save everybody. He's going to save the humanity, he's going to save America. Sure, okay. I mean, it's just speculative. Like, it happened over and over in the past, so people are so, yeah, he did it in the past, so he's going to do it again. Wait, he did it? Who did it? I don't know. It's always us who's just trying to figure out things and helping us, humans, right? Community. But that's what's happening. And then loose monetary policy, okay? Just look what's happening. Inflation, cost of things are up, okay? Reducing rates. So people can borrow again at the low cost. And who's able to borrow? Not the other, not here and here. The ones who have a lot of money. So yes, the monetary policy and all that's happening can cause the Great MeltUp. It's not about if, it's more likely when. So this is what his take. If it happens, when it happens, here's how you can actually profit from everything that bubbles 2.0. Because you can see everything is skyrocketing. AI, crypto, everything is like literally topping. In altcoin, maybe not so much, but same thing. Even gold, precious, everything reached an all-time high versus the economy is the data and all that doesn't show. And we'll see the data in a bit from the users, okay? Focus on quality assets. Invest in companies or assets with strong fundamentals. Even if the bubble bursts, quality assets tend to recover more quickly. Number two, ride momentum stocks. During melt-up, speculative stocks can see a massive short-term gains. Be cautious and exit before sentiment shifts. Very careful. This is a lot in the crypto space. You can see that. So ride the moment. If you want to ride it all the way, just like you see in some of American stocks going up, as soon as you see the news is decent, people will ride. Even the bonk and whatever, they're riding. So focus on quality assets, number one, for long-term value. Second, ride momentum stocks. Number three, diversify your portfolio. Diversify. I mentioned this yesterday in the precious metal video, different asset classes. Avoid over-leveraging. I would say maybe avoid at all if possible. Okay, avoid borrowing too much, especially during an overheated market. And number five, keep cash reserves. Cash gives you flexibility to buy undervalued assets at the bubble burst. I mentioned this. Whether in crypto, you can keep USDC stablecoin. Whether in the stock, you can also again keep cash. So whenever you see some dip, you can always buy. But then who has the cash? Please focus on making money. All right, focus on work, more production and less consumption. This is the time that's exactly what I'm doing this. And timing is key. Knowing when to enter and exit can make the difference between massive gains and significant losses. The Great MeltUp may not last forever, so staying informed and nimble is crucial. Right? And just
while this bubble could eventually burst, there's still a chance to capitalize. Here's how. Focus on quality assets. Invest in companies or assets with strong fundamentals.
Not bad. Just another AI use case, just to show you audio, okay? I've done audio, video, more into multimedia. I'll probably polish this later in the future and we'll see this, okay? Without wasting time, I want to check on the comments here. All right? Before I come back to this, I just want to finish up this. And I'm not playing the video. Look at the comments here. It's pretty wild to some extent. Let's see. From the top to some extent, right here. There's no need to be angry. AI generated buff guy voice in my YouTube shorts told me. Politicians, we created 1 million new jobs. People, I know. I have 3 of them and I still can't pay rent. See that? That's the irony. And that's to some extent real. So I have 1 job, DoorDash, Uber, this. And that's called so-called 3 jobs in the economy. So wait, I have 3 jobs, and that is also like so-called DoorDash and Uber and all these side hustles. That is considered, and versus others who have no real jobs. Data is skewed. It's so frustrating becoming an adult during the find out era. We really lucked out with Lena Khan. Oh, wow. The fact that Khan's achievements can't be celebrated by the politicians that support her tells you everything you need to know about the how effed it is. And I'm doing this impromptu raw. Not sure what to expect. I don't like to censor and filter out. This is how I do it. So please bear with me. If you don't like something, just have an open mind and just ignore it. It really angers me that can't find work for too long equal to not unemployed, but rather not working by modern standards. They're padding their stats so hard. You see this? In some cases, it's true. Trying so hard to get a job, not able to get it for the society. It's like, hey, look at this guy. He's slacking. Doesn't have no idea that I'm working day and night trying to figure out things under the table or whatever. Just assumed he has no job he's unable to find. Can't blame the economy for some. Yeah, let's not play the blame games. I get it. But it's also true that the economy has to favor at some point, right? Yes, you can make a lot of money in all places, but there's also a win. I mean, if you have leverage, if you are a scammer and you scam $10 million or whatever, somehow, real quick, overnight, now you have 10 million to do whatever. Even if you lose $1 million, you don't care because you know how you got it. But those who are actually working hard and trying to figure out things, it's not an easy job all the time, right? But it is competitive. It's possible. That's all I'll tell you. Politicians, inflation is down. The people, but prices are still up. We created 1 million new jobs, people. Then why no one can find enough? Yeah. Go and try to apply for so-called ghost jobs online. Keep trying. And literally, you'll see a lot of people saying the same stuff. Applied for this many, that many, whatever, nothing came out. All fake jobs, whatever. Basically, they're all testing. Hey, let's put out 100, thing that we need 100 candidates. We'll only pick 10 of them. Because when you put a lot of big numbers, the company inflate the numbers, a lot of applications, and we can only cherry pick just a few. And guess what? We'll teach them all AI stuff so they can replace the other workers. Still, we need that few human beings. See that? That's where it gets challenging. And that's where I want to discuss a lot more in the AI stuff. So maybe stay tuned. And I'll make this point every time. We need to stop Basil how the country. Okay, listen. I'm not going to read on this. However, this is the comment. Let's finish off with this. Check on this here. I don't know anyone else who says it's better than you. I've been watching for over 4 years and you never fail to. Sure. Love your channel. Never any clickbait. Okay, I get it, man. Just keep some news, US stuff. Damn, this crap is getting scarier. And even scarier in the fact that millions aren't even gonna see this coming. Straight for the point, factual. This was exactly my prediction as well. Good job. The main problem I see are the stagnant wages. I don't think most Americans will have the money to buy a home, stocks, metals, or Bitcoin. Not because they don't want to, but because they are too impoverished and destitute, especially as the conditions get worse, not better. It's going to keep getting worse and then maybe better in a decade. People are speculating on a lot of stuff. And when this time hits my mind, I'm like, dude, that's a long time. So, yes, man. Right? You got to make every minute, every second count. If that's going to happen, if I don't have control over certain things, there's no point focusing on it, right? Economy, I don't do the monetary policy and all that stuff, but I can control on what I can focus on. All the other stuff, right? So that should be the goal and mission. How we can utilize all this and move forward the right way. But my rent is $800. Cheapest home in my area is $1,800 a month. After $60K down payment, I can't afford that. But been renting for 20 years. Smartest thing I can do is put up $1K towards stocks and retirement every month. Smartest thing to do is put whatever you can whenever possible as an investment, not just as an consumption. Yeah? By far the best finance guy on the YouTube. No bias, just facts. This is one of the best, if not the best video, okay? Graphics are great, really hammers. I comfortably bought a home in my price range. Always keep a couple months worth water, food. Sure. This man is so nice. Economics collapse. Hyperinflation. Dollar demise. This is sad. Dollar is not going to collapse overnight, so-called. And when you live in a country, it's hard to see it because the country's news and all that, they don't cover it. I always say this. If you want to learn a lot about the country's economy and politics, learn it from other country in terms of other news outlet, overseas news outlet, foreign news outlet, basically. I'm not going to name any medias right now, but that's how it is. Maybe, that's when you get a little unbiased. Because, come on, we're taking from CNN, BBC, and BBC is not American here, or, Fox, whatever you want to call, they have one side, okay? They might say some truth. One is probably better than the other to some extent, but they will always be geared towards one-sided, like either left or right. That's what it is. I don't know why I'm moving my hand like this. Skip it straight now. This guy is the only person I trust on YouTube. This man wants us to make money. This is why he's different from all the rest. I wish I had comments like this sometimes. Yeah, I mean, Brand doesn't even check all these comments. I'm the one who's checking all these comments, but I have no comments. At one point, I was doing this, exploring comments. I was reading comments on my channel, my videos, and then I was responding to them. I want to do that again, but I just don't see some decent ones, like questions. Maybe join Discord and we'll see. This seems plausible, but it doesn't account for wage stagnation. Prices can only go up so much before demand runs out. That's also true. So don't fall for all this doom and gloom and everything else, because there's always something to make money. Oh my God, buy gold and silver right now because, and then pawn shops and everybody starts making a lot of money, right? Like it's just always. And then, oh my God, stock up on toilet paper and stuff because your neighborhood toilet paper dude or whatever was unable to sell toilet paper. So he thought, oh, let's figure out, let's manifest a crisis. Manifest. I never say manufacture. So let's manifest a crisis. Manifest. God, please provide a crisis. Then something comes out of the news. Everybody's like, yeah, let's go shop in this store. Let's buy all the toilet paper. God, you just made me a millionaire selling toilet paper overnight. Manifestation, man. Very powerful. Just think about this for a second. Anyway, 16 minutes long. Awesome. Let's keep it on. Let's keep going. 20 minutes, I guess, right? I never said it was a short video. Okay? When it comes to silver and gold, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. Yep. Just hold some. Why not? He got $5 donation. I'm the one who needs money in terms of literally trying to get out of my situation, actually buy a place. This is like another crazy thing in this world. People who has more money, I've seen scammers getting more donation. When I was covering scam, people were like dislike. Literally, super farm and all that. Now you don't doubt it, right? I mean, it's a scam and after Mr. Beast and whatnot. Nobody, I think one individual, a female in one of the live chat gave me $5 once. I had, yeah. And then that was the last time I had once, and that was the last time. It was a donation of $5, just like this. Anyways, all good. And what else is there? You succinctly put in words exactly. I usually agree with you. And yeah, when I say all good, Brian and some of the individuals, I understand. But scammers, they're already scamming you and you're feeding them with more. No, this is real. In the crypto and other places, like the ones really called out by some of the coffees and other BitBoy and all, they keep getting donations. So you should actually be careful of the audience who are donating to them. It's wild. Oh man, it's crazy. If the American people ever allow private banks to control the issue of the currency, this is stressful, man. Investing right now, holding some cash, don't feel good in right now, but leaving it so burns it out. See, this is real. It takes, I'm not buying quality companies regardless of noise. So basically it's a crash when I'm getting to retire. My brother nearly died this week. He pulled through and put things in perspective for me, in him too. So many of our personal fears just won't manifest. Any one of us might not be around to see all of play out. So it's important to stick to the basics in our future plans. You see, that's real. Nobody knows when you die, whatever. You've just clarified those. It's going to be a wild ride. But if you can surf the wave, you might land upright when all is said and done. Well said, man. Well said, lady. Christine Cortez. Anyways, I'm going to just leave it to this. How about that? All right? You be the judge. You tell me the situation. If you're in a bad situation, good, whatever, it's perspectives on different levels of different people, right? If you're not happy, my only thing is, if you're not happy with the situation, let's figure out how to get out of the situation. That's it. Most people, flaunt or brag about the numbers, money. I think we should focus on satisfaction, gratitude, like literally satisfaction. Who cares? Like, what satisfies you? A Lambo? Then figure out how to get a Lambo. Why focus on getting $1 million? Figure out what you actually want. Because you want the money to buy something, right? Or you want to hold on to it. I don't get this. Most people focus on the money. I want to become $1 billion, but I'm not going to even use the $1 billion. Just look at it. All these crypto dudes, they're going to die living that in some wallet or some vault and stuff, stuck there forever. Think about this. What are the chances? How many people would die? We also know so many people lost hundreds of billions of millions of dollars in Bitcoin crypto. They're sitting in the corner somewhere. Imagine what those could do who barely could eat in the world. I mean, that's a reality. Who barely can eat or just whatever. With that just tiny amount of the money, we could change a country or something. I know it's a lot of big words, but it's real. It's real. Tell me where I'm wrong. Right? Like all these dudes taking all this, and I'm going to end it here, right? All these plebs and stuff, life savings, man, I don't think this is, I can make it. Things are so hard. College, everything is boring. I don't think I can make it. So guess what? I have this $1,000. Why care about tomorrow paying back loan? Let's invest in this casino, whatever, gamble. But guess what? Some casinos and some meme, okay, I get it, fun. But then there's so many coming out which are like Mr. Beast and all the insiders are playing in the game. Basically, you're putting the 1,000, literally giving it to them. And these guys are taking out all millions, just keeping in some wallets and just chilling. They don't even need it. They just spend it. Some people will take it out, they'll launder and do something, but whatever. This guy lost everything. He doesn't have the 1,000. He has no motivation now. He's more mad. This individual, 25 years or Gen Z, whatever you want to call it. What are the chances? And these guys are just laughing behind the scene. Hey, I'm not going to respond to it. Coffee's investigating. Hey, lawyer, attorney, please talk to this dude, man. I'm too big for this. I'm just going to keep pumping and dumping and just moving on. Nobody can touch me. Just deal with it. Hey, wait. Let me just pull my 1 million scam money and I'll give you as a salary. Joe, go handle it. Deal with it. Hey, marketing guy, here, take $1 million. I just pulled it from the scam. I scammed this guy, $1 million. I'll give you $1 million so you can market my scam. How about that? All right. That's too much for tonight. All right, I'm out. Peace for now.